Shake some. Let me see you shake some.
All right, we back. We back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of This Podcast is Canceled. I am Loaded Clips. This is episode 8. I'm a little under the weather right now, so my voice probably ain't what it should be right now, but we gonna thug it out. It's all good. So, welcome. Oh shit. See, there we go. But like I said, it's episode 8. I got Jew and Zara right here with me. Shout out to them for being here.
What up?
Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube right now on the live chat. You know. Oh, and we are live. Spotify, Google, Apple, all platforms right now, right this second. We live on all platforms. The link's gonna be in the descriptions. I gotta update that as soon as this is over, but the links will be below. Subscribe to us on all of the DSPs. And let's just keep this shit going, man.
Back.
But anyways, you know, got my lovely co-host over here. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling?
I am fantastic. Zara is muted.
I'm doing good. Like I don't want it to be an echo because I don't have headphones on. So I'm trying to figure out my headphone situation. But
Well, you sound all right. You sound all right.
you sure?
Yeah. Let me.
Oh, here done.
Yeah, because that doesn't mean that they can't hear it.
I was just making sure you wasn't going over on the stream right now, but we good. So it's good to hear you. Oh shit! Hold on. No, we can't do that. We gotta get I need a round of applause, man. Shout out to my nigga over here, making big moves. I see y'all clapping. Nah, my nigga Jew, he making big moves over there. You know, my guy moved over. Florida boy.
Yeah.
Florida boy, what's up?
What's going on, man?
A Florida man.
Yeah.
He's moving on up in the world. Jew the Jit, man. It coming to fuck shit up.
To quit. Yeah. That's the name. That's the name of my next mixtape / album / EP.
On all platforms.
It's gonna be also every DSP, Spotify. You know.
For sure. We in there. I can hit a gunshot for that though. Yeah.
A shot for Big Pop in heaven. I feel you.
That shit sounded kind of off though, but it's all right.
I'll take it.
But you know, why don't you just real quick? You know, we don't got to spend too much time on it. But what made you want to move like down there? What did it for you?
The Tings, bro. The Tings.
The Kings?
No,
Kings?
not the Kings. The Tings with a T.
Oh, the Tings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. No, I'm here with you now. I'm here with you. The Tings will do it. The Tings will do it.
Hey, the Tings will do it. For sure.
No, the Tings needed mans down there.
Oh, yeah. And the boy just turned into the man. So what's good? Nah, on some real shit though. Like you said, real quick. I just, anxiety and depression and shit like that. Mental health was a real big thing for me over the quarantine, and I figured, it changed a lot of people's lives, for the better or for the worse in like drastic ways. So I figured, like, why not? I'm ready for a change to my damn self, bro. I was gonna move to Chicago, but I was like, it's a little too chilly for a young guy out there.
Like,
so I said, fuck it, bro. We gonna go down to the sunshine. You know what I mean?
Hey, I respect it. Sometimes you just
tan
need that.
on.
You need that change of scenery. You need that fresh start. So I respect it.
I appreciate
A lot of people talk like that, but nobody actually like makes that move and then actually like goes out there. So I respect that. I respect that for sure.
To be honest though, big shout out to my family. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. My mama especially. She really held it down during this whole thing. She's down here with me, making sure I get settled in and all that shit in my little crib and all of that shit. So, shout out to them, and shout out to any women in the Davenport, Orlando, Tampa, Haines City area.
I knew that was
You know what I mean? If you got that, you know what I mean, that then hit the brother up. You know what I'm saying? We could go on a long walk during the
Yeah.
sunset and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, you trying to come? You trying to come listen to my podcast?
yeah, we can. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see the vibes, man.
Shout out to the family though. Shout out to you. I'm happy for you.
Shout out to me. Yeah.
Shout out to the things that come your way.
Hey, I'm on Tinder now. I'm in the Tinder streets already.
All right. We moving on. This man plugging everything.
The algorithm is crazy in Florida.
This man, he's searching through the comments right now, just trying to find. All right. Anyways, off that conversation though, we spoke a little bit earlier about, since we talking about the things, we talked a little bit earlier about dating etiquette, right? So, I know you see me. I'm here. You see me? You see me? You see me? Hey, I told you I came in here ready to do this shit, bro. Hey, you see me? All right. Nah. We was talking about dating etiquette, right? And, you shared a story with us. We don't got to go into it too much, but basically, you just
Not at all. Oh, it's terrible.
No, you should. You just shared a tale with us about, which led you to come to a conclusion that, there's just certain etiquette that you have to follow in dating, in, knowing where you are, knowing, the situation, reading the other person correctly. So why don't you expound a little bit on, like, what do you mean by you need to have dating etiquette? Like,
There's two parts to this. You need to know who you're dealing with, and you need to know what it is that you're willing to deal with and communicate that effectively with the person. So in terms of who you're dealing with, I mean, both of those things kind of fall into the category of communication. So, like, if you going somewhere and you don't like the cuisine, you should say that before we go somewhere. That's just me being a little sensitive from that tail, you know what I mean? But other than that,
I feel it.
Okay, so let's say you get to a place where y'all both enjoy the food. It's a certain etiquette that comes along with, small talk or getting to know somebody. And there's a way to go about doing that don't make people feel uncomfortable or make, an interaction awkward type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you need to have a certain etiquette when you at a table with a beautiful woman, or if you're a female, beautiful young man, or, whatever the case may be, however you date. But I would like to hear Zara get into it. That's what I want to hear.
I don't see how I got alley-oop to me.
Alley-oop, off the glass.
Because you're a residential dating expert, analyst.
That's whom?
Says me right now.
Right now.
You got the title. You got the title. You're hired.
Okay. To be honest with you, I think the dating etiquette, like when we were talking about it, privately off the podcast, what I interpreted you saying was talking about communication and like having open lines of communication, and that being like a really big part of when you're dating someone. So to me, that's what I see as like the dating etiquette that he's talking about, because once you communicate, you can effectively decide if you like someone and if you want to continue dating them, as opposed to maybe somebody feeling like they got taken advantage of because you lie by omission, which is what Clip said. And so it's just like, but I think too, that's like living in a fairy tale world, low key. And I think that now that I'm getting older, instead of getting frustrated, I just play the game with people, whatever game they want to play. I just engage them, and I try not to judge them based on their dating style. And I see if it's compatible with like what I see myself being able to involve myself in. If it's gonna be too time consuming because you play too much, because I play too much. So I can't be with another nigga.
Do you compromise even when you're dating?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, you have to.
How much are you willing to compromise when it's just dating? Like, and I'm not even saying exclusively dating. I'm saying like, let's say I'm in the Tinder streets and shorty want to kick it. So do you keep that same like headspace even then? Like, are you willing to compromise on certain shit, like in terms of their communication and like how they get their point across?
I do, absolutely, because at that point you're still learning each other. And so, at least the way I look at it is when you're in the dating space, you may not be seriously dating or even exclusively dating, but you're trying to get to know this person. And in trying to get to know somebody, you should want to make them feel as comfortable as possible. So, in order to do that, you kind of have to step outside yourself a little bit to, acquiesce to whatever their needs are. They may not necessarily, know how you communicate. You may have
acquiesce.
Yeah, you got to acquiesce a little bit.
Acquiesce.
But no, you may have to like, step back and just realize that, she doesn't really know me yet. So I could say something crazy that could come across as like mean or aggressive to some people. And she could take that the wrong way, but it's like, nah, that's just how I give it up. That's how I talk to the people I fuck with. And so you have to give her time to, or him or her time to, just to learn you and to feel you. And you also have to acknowledge the fact that this is a new person with new feelings, and you have to take her feelings into consideration.
That part. But that I was talking to my homegirl about that today, and how I feel like men, because of our experiences and how we dated men and women, but mostly I date men. So when I date men, like the lines of communication are not open because they're not used to having someone they can have open communication with, and they're not judging me on an individual basis. They're judging me based off their experience, and they're taking away my liberty to make certain decisions because you're not being honest, you're not being forthcoming about certain information that's like pivotal in my decision making on if I'm gonna fuck with you or not.
Yeah. And I think a second part of that we was talking about was like knowing where you stand, because Jew was coming from the perspective of
I love you.
Like throwing too much at a person too quickly. You know what I'm saying?
And she was like, I love food.
An icon.
And that's how you become food bae. That's how you become food bae.
Food bae, man.
Listen,
Young
but
Jew,
you gotta read the room a little bit.
This is not food bae material. You take me shopping. I want to go shopping. Not get food.
You heard that? Hey, I'm starting the reality show Tricks of Davenport.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Hey, that's funny.
Hey, go ahead, go to the mall and get you something. You know what?
You know what I mean?
Just something light. You're a little hunted.
But what's funny? I sit on the opposite side of that. I don't want to compromise when I'm dating these days. I don't want to. You know why?
To what
feel
extent?
Comfortable being myself, getting my shit off, with you accepting that. And if you don't, then you don't. Like, I would rather the line of communication be more open, right? So like, if I'm talking my shit and I'm being myself, and you don't take something the way like I intend you to take it, say that. Just say it. As an adult, say
That's
like,
fair.
I don't get it, or like, what are you talking about, or whatever. Because and here's the thing, because with communication, there's a million different things that you could say to somebody when they give you something. So you have a million ways to respond. I think it comes down to people being kind of lazy or comfortable in their own thoughts and how they process shit, to where that line of communication gets so fuzzy. Like, if I'm at a dinner or whatever and I'm making jokes, like, perfect example. I got an example. I went on a date with a woman that I met off of Tinder before I left Milwaukee. And it wasn't like, it was Halloween, mind you. I'm funny,
Scary
I'm goofy,
hours.
whatever, right? I get dressed up like a golfer, right? Because I'm funny.
Like a golfer.
I went as a golfer on our date.
Tiger Jew.
I'm high. This is so much. Like, this is so
I get to the ice cream spot.
Mm-hmm.
We get along. I'm talking shit. I'm giggling, being myself. Ha 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 ha. Like, whatever. Yeah, tee hee hee, whatever, flirting and all of that. And then after the date, everything goes well, to my knowledge. After the date, the next day or whatever, she hit me up and was like, I think you're looking more for a girlfriend, and I'm not really ready for that. And I was like, fam, I never not once said that. I'm just being me. Like, when I'm around a female or a woman, I naturally make them feel comfortable. I'm myself. I'm not gonna put on an act to try and like play towards your personality. Like I don't know
But
you,
but
so
see,
it's like,
women will
why should I
feel
do
that
that?
and will feel like a genuine energy and like a bond, and
Right.
they'll associate that with wanting a relationship. You see what I'm
But
saying?
I,
Or a
but I,
I
friendship.
never said that.
But it don't matter what you say,
but I wanted
honestly.
to
It really don't.
yeah. But I wanted to say too, though, that I think you have to put yourself in the mind of like what are like the cultural norms when it comes to dating, and so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
some
that's what it is.
people have never experienced, or they're not necessarily open minded enough to um fathom people just liking people, wanting to connect with people, however deeply it may be, but still being able to be detached. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Because I'm that way.
I
I
think when
think
you're
that's
dating
most
people,
people.
yeah, absolutely, it
I
is
want
most
to be
Mm-hmm.
able
people.
to talk to you like a friend before we get any kind of serious shit going down. So like, shout out to Devin. Um, she was assuming some shit that I never said. So to me, that's a red flag. The red flag go out. Like
Mm-hmm.
you assuming, and we haven't even been talking for more than a week. Don't
Not even
assume.
a week.
You don't know my character. You don't know what I'm
Mm.
looking for. And
You
if
don't know me.
you can't project, right? So maybe she felt like I was a good mate. Maybe I was a good match. So she was like,
Mm.
I want to let him know, like,
Possibly.
I don't want to get too serious before this nigga start to think like, oh, I'm all about this relationship shit. But once again, you have to say that. Don't put that shit on me, because I never once vocalized. I even made it very clear. No, I want to be friends. I don't, but I want to make a
Yeah.
genuine connection. I don't want to be bullshitting with somebody. Like
Yeah.
that's weird
I
to
feel
me.
you.
Like don't project, ma. Don't do that.
But you know what? That just goes back to, I just think a common issue is that just most people don't really know what proper and effective communication looks like today. So, it's just a byproduct of that. You know.
I agree. I agree. It's just not understanding certain cues, right? Social cues. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah. That.
like
That.
there was
That.
certain shit where I was talking about something, and it was like an alley. It was a simple conversational interaction, and she would take it in a weird way, but she was like, so like when women, there's a couple things when I go on dates with females, when they break the touch barrier, when they giggly laughy all the time, and when they sit there and stare at you. Those were the three
Zara is
things
having a blast
that
right now.
she did. She broke the touch barrier. She was laughing,
Hmm.
giggling all the time, and she was looking at me, and I could catch
Just
it
say
out
she
the
was on
side.
your dick.
Not even on my dick. Not even on my dick. But it's
Fucking
like,
with
why would you then take that energy and then decide to make it into something like this grandiose? I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Like, I'm not. Whoa, what? You making me feel some kind of way. Like, I don't even like you like that. Like, you cool people, but
you. Ooh, shit.
what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't know, bro. It's just something with like we were like, the topic is dating etiquette, bro. Like, know your role, know your place, know where you
For
at.
sure.
Like, don't be weird,
I
bro.
think I
You
think
taking
know
people
your
being
role
weird.
is a very important, thing to say. Know your role, know where you are, know where you stand, and that's it.
Zara,
This was the Shroom cast, in case y'all didn't know.
that's all. I'm sweating already. That date got me hot, bro. I'm mad. Shit,
Oh
we mad in
shit.
this Florida weather, boy.
No, this
Hey,
is
my YouTube chat wasn't loading, but I got the shit working again. But shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat right now. Green Matrix, Amo, Taps, all y'all. What's good? What's good?
hi.
Thank y'all for coming through.
What's up, chat? I can't see y'all right now. No,
Oh,
I ain't
what's
got my
up,
computer
Pat?
yet.
That sounds cute.
Yeah. Drew, he's still fresh in the move, so he ain't got his full setup, but he'll be back. He'll be back.
Thursday, next week, Monday, it's gonna be stars behind
It's
me.
over
Just
with.
wait,
It's over with.
just wait on it.
Oh man.
Period.
Real quick, and this is not a segue, all right. But I just have to bring this up because
Oh, dear.
you know what, the pandemic has been rough on a lot of people. People are really trying to find new and creative ways to make money, to get by,
where is it going?
to feed their family. And
I'm fucking terrified.
You know, I respect it, but you know, speak of all the new and creative ways to, you know, make money and feed your family, you know, we have DJ Khaled and Fat Joe, who have started a joint OnlyFans together.
I told you about this topic. I told you about this.
Oh, they not fucking, so relax. Yeah, I know. That announcement just seemed like,
Nigga said they are not fucking.
Hey, you said they gonna neglect their wives together.
I'm sleep.
Oh, but nah. So they're posting motivational content on their OnlyFans on to be like a more personable connection with their fans. And,
I don't want that.
And stuff. So, you know, if you want some morning motivation from DJ Khaled and Fat Joe, subscribe to the OnlyFans. I don't know if it's $9.99, $19.99, whatever it is.
$20.
I don't know.
Every month they want 20. Nah.
I mean, I'm good. You know, I'm gonna put some fucking what's that dude's name? The motivational speaker, Eric something. Eric the preacher, whatever his name is.
I don't listen to them niggas. They scam artists.
That's a fact.
only scams.
But I can pull up some free motivational shit on YouTube. I don't need to subscribe to DJ Khaled and Fat Joe's OnlyFans.
Y'all tripping me out.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm happy.
He said you gonna subscribe to the OnlyFans and just say, "Let me hear you say we the best." Do they do live streams on OnlyFans?
Yes.
I think you can.
Interesting.
Something like that.
That's gonna be an interesting live stream.
I don't think it's live streams. I think it's like
some performances or something. I will watch.
I don't think I want to watch that performance, but okay.
Him, I'm saying
it's a nasty performance.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
Go to the gutter.
Fat Joe is
Fam, you can't just pop out. You can't just pop out with DJ Khaled and be like, "Yo, we starting the OnlyFans, man." Like, what the fuck?
That's a terrible rollout.
You could have started a Patreon. You could have started mad shit to where you could have like a subscriber base.
They're trying to diversify y'all little OnlyFans timelines. They know it's niggas in there, you know, looking for tweaks. So they're like, okay, let's just add some more.
So wait. So I'm on. Yeah, there is.
There are?
Yeah, there is.
Really?
Allegedly, I don't know.
Wait, what?
OnlyFans started for musicians.
That's true, but so hold on, wait. I want to get back to what Zara said because they trying to diversify the timeline. So I'm scrolling through my OnlyFans timeline, right, looking at all this ass. Then I suddenly DJ Khaled pop up, and I'll be like, oh shit, DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah.
Yo, hey, let me put my dick away and let me see what they gotta say.
Hey, hold on. Scrolling the OnlyFans timeline with the crazy. That's crazy.
Niggas say come on OnlyFans to see DJ Khaled. She said scrolling down the timeline. Nigga, cause I subscribe to 70 bad bitches. What the fuck?
Is there or is there not an actual timeline?
On OnlyFans?
If there's a timeline, I'm gonna sign up. Simple as that.
It's so barbaric. It's crazy. Like it blows my.
That's barbaric. That's a basic human need.
No, it's not. Not for you to have your dick out like while you looking at bad bitches. You can just like chill. Just chill.
Okay, we ain't gonna do that. Hold on.
Okay.
We can do that.
Like, hold on. Wait a second.
My explore page.
But they're trying.
Dick out worthy.
See, no. We're not even talking about the explore page. We talking about OnlyFans, where they is getting on there doing all types of shit.
But there's some OnlyFans girls. Aren't there just some OnlyFans girls who just have pictures of themselves naked? Like that's.
I don't follow them.
Oh.
I don't follow them. Nah. It's gonna take a little more for me.
Clips, how much you charging for your OnlyFans, bro?
I don't have an OnlyFans. I'm fucking around.
No. If you were to have an OnlyFans, how much would you charge?
Oh, if I were to have an OnlyFans,
Not
like
for
if
me,
I was
nigga,
the if I was the creator.
Yeah, if you were the OnlyFans, like if you were like OnlyFans.com/clips, when you click that link in the bio, what's the price?
I mean, you know, I might run a little promo, you know, $9.99 for the first 3 months, and then, you know, reel them in.
Man, I'm a business man.
Yeah, you know, run a couple Facebook ads.
Okay. Zara, what would you charge for your OnlyFans if you were to have one?
Something outlandish, so it ain't no point.
Y'all, you would go through the roof.
She gonna charge she like my price is mythical. You can't pay this because my shit is mythical.
Damn, a mythical price. That's like Pokemon Go, nigga.
It's an unreasonable price, so I'm not even gonna put myself in that.
She said, "You want some Zara?
Okay, so
you can't afford this."
I'll put it like this: the highest amount you can charge is 50. You maxing out? You doing 50?
50 for what? What am I doing on there?
Whatever. I didn't say that. I didn't say.
I'm asking.
Assume you were getting naked.
Okay, look. No. Let's back up. Let's say you were given spiritual guidelines. How much would you charge for that? Like reading people's signs and shit like that.
Oh, just doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
you should do that too, by the way.
Like 25
this nigga is giving away all the IP.
A month? I got to wait, time out. So every month. Now, hold on. First and foremost, I'm not knocking a black entrepreneur getting her coin. That's first and foremost. I want to be very clear. I would support, and I would send her my information. But, so you saying every month, for me to get a deep horoscope reading, I need $25?
For your personal, what you're charging?
Mm-hmm. 25.
Yeah, because that's actually cheap. That's cheap
really?
For that. It's usually around 45 to 150.
Really? That's hard. So what you should, if you were to ever do this, what you should do is 25, and then give them like a quarter of their reading. And the next month, give them 50%. Then the month after that, 75. Okay. Then the last month.
Oh my God. Hey, that's at least a 4-month subscription.
Wow.
At least.
Okay. So let's flip it. Now, if you showing booty cheeks, how much is that? So you said 25.
No, she said that's off the charts.
It's off the charts.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
No face, no case, and no names. Anonymous.
This is what I would do. No, but this is what I would do. If someone were to contact me privately and ask me for something, I would have a price for them. But I'm not interested in putting myself
on a public.
Okay.
Okay.
So like the online escort. I see.
I'm gonna have to DM you.
Let me just see the budget. You know, what's the? Can I get like you got like a menu?
Yeah, word.
like a can I get the menu?
What is the juice price? I'm closer to Atlanta now too, so we can just fly out.
Yeah.
Hey. We here,
look, I'm just saying. Nah, I thought it was a dope idea. You know, just try to help the creators.
I'll charge a slick 25. Since nobody want to ask me.
For sure.
Since nobody want to ask me, I'll just answer it myself. I'll charge about $25.
About 25. Nah, you know what? I just we just assumed that you were so far above that we wouldn't dare disrespect you like that.
Nah, nigga, I'm right.
We wouldn't dare.
I'm in that. It ain't disrespect. That's money.
He said, "Nah, I'm in these streets. Fuck it." He said, "Hey, my man said I'm risking my stimulus to get stimulated."
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You might be onto something. You might just be onto something.
Hey, a lot of so funny as shit, right? I was on Chatty House and they asked the same thing to Joe Button and Mano, right? That
Okay.
nigga Mano was
Why the
like
fuck
not
Tay?
going for that shit, bro. Like he's such a street nigga. He was like, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that. I'm not on OnlyFans. I'm not doing none of that. I was like, hey, Mano, keep
I
it
could have.
100, bro. Like,
I could have told you that's how that would have went.
he was like,
That's
I
definitely how I thought.
Joe like shit, $50 a month.
You don't know about this.
Hey, I think.
I don't blame him.
Hey, it's hard. It's hard for a dude to have like a quality content OnlyFans if we keeping it a buck.
Okay,
So it gotta be 25 to 50. I'm talking about just personal experience. You know, don't act like you ain't never tried to send the content to a young lady, and
Not
then
the
you know
content.
you have the content. No, I didn't charge them, but you know, when you fucking around, you texting and sexting back and forth. You know, you send a little pic, little video back and forth.
I heard
You know,
women don't like pics.
you gotta get creative with it.
I heard women don't like pics; they prefer video.
But that's why I say that, because what you just gonna send the same video 6 times and then, nah, you gotta mix that shit up. You gotta.
I'm gonna just put different filters on it.
Nah, you gotta change the lighting a little bit. You know what? I'm giving
Milano.
up. I'm giving up too much. Y'all gotta
Black and
y'all gotta
white
learn
filter.
these streets. Black and white. Oh my god.
Shorty, hey, I need some black and white news for people. That'd be hard. Some noir.
No,
Bro, that would be hard, though.
that would be.
Give me the artistic news. I like that. That's
That's about to be Zara's lane right now.
Like, I want something artsy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
On the
you want
beach.
something
Yeah.
avant-garde or
Yeah, but like dripping some paint on you or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or some candle wax.
Not the candle
That's
wax.
a
I don't
vibe.
want you to hurt yourself.
That's a vibe.
Yeah,
What? Nah, the candle wax is fire.
Literally, on what?
This nigga clips is on one.
I'm really not. I'm just drinking wine. This is just me on a regular day.
This shit was up here.
The wine got me spicy. The wine got
I'm not tipsy in the slightest. This
That's
is
what
just
it
me.
is, though. Wine will get you real spicy, though.
Oh, shit.
Wine gets you spicy, though.
Oh my god. Niggas don't want me to be myself. That's crazy.
What you sipping on? That barefoot?
That barefoot, only the finest. Only the
Is that
finest.
a Pinot de Grigio?
Yeah, little $6 bottle.
Pinot Noir? Feel like
Oh
shit.
my god. Yeah, y'all are stupid.
We
Can we
on
kill
one, bruh.
can we kill Logic now, please?
Yes. Oh, wait.
Bruh.
Allegedly,
So,
yes.
okay. So I want to start here.
Allegedly.
I want to start here with this logic thing. First off, you said you were retiring. Thank God. We were all so happy for you. We were glad that you were getting paid.
Yeah, happy for you. Yeah.
Yeah, we were glad that you were able to, be with your wife and be with your child. That was really cool to me.
Achieve all your goals.
Right. But then you decided to come back when no one asked you. No one asked you to come back. Your fan, I didn't see anyone say, "Where's Logic?" You were all very upset. You came back. You decided to disrespect and desecrate MF Doom with that dumbass, nasty ass cover. I've never heard a Logic song besides that suicide shit. Whatever. I'm not gonna critique, but I just don't like the disrespect. This man has not been dead for a whole year yet. And this is what you decide to do. Like, you're not that guy. There are some other people in this industry.
He's not.
And it would still be in bad taste. Because we all know as hip hop heads that's in bad taste, but you're not that guy. You're not the one who could have done it.
That's just like, first off, Logic is that one dude who's like, all right, man, I know y'all been asking for it. Y'all was so mad I retired. This nigga just dropped an album last. He just dropped an album less than a year ago. Nigga talking about, I know, man, y'all been asking for it. It's fucking, I'm coming out of retirement. Like, fam, we didn't ask for shit from you. I'm not twisted off of nothing. Nigga, stay retired.
I was good.
This
Sober.
And then this nigga, it's just like, what? I just don't get it.
You know what I don't like about Logic?
Everything. Oh,
he's he's a biracial lyricist, and that's what I pride myself on being. But I don't like the way he represents biracial people, and I don't like the way he represents lyricists.
I
Nah,
wouldn't say he represents biracial people. I just think he's always
I
saying
would say
he's
he does.
biracial.
In
I
hip
would say
hop,
he
He's
does.
just,
He's the main.
in hip hop,
Yeah, in hip hop, he's the
but that's
biggest
only.
biracial name. That's
But
why
that's
it pisses
only.
me off.
No, get the fuck out. No, I'm not
Oh,
doing
Drake,
this. No,
Drake,
no,
Drake.
no, I'm not doing this shit. 'Cause the only reason we refer to him as a biracial rapper is because the nigga gets on every track and be like, yo, I'm biracial. Let me spit a 16. Oh shit. Yo, it's crazy because I'm biracial, right?
Wait,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I have a question
What's up?
for you. So even if we don't recognize him in like a highlight, definitely when people think of him, they think of him as the biracial rapper who looks white. Like people think of him like that. So
I fucking hate
him
it.
and J. Cole
Yes.
are the only big biracial rappers that we have.
But when you look at Drake and J. Cole, do you look at them as a biracial rapper, or do you think they're black?
I do because I am biracial.
J. Cole
Okay, that's fair.
is more black than Drake is culturally. So
Me
I
too.
see J. Cole as a black guy, but Drake
I
I
agree.
actually see as a biracial rapper. I see Drake as a biracial rapper for sure.
When you
Okay,
look
that's
at me,
fair.
what do you see?
I know you, so I know you as a biracial
I was
rapper.
about to say something.
That's all I
We
want.
okay.
That's all I want.
But no, I think if you ask most people, like, what do you see Drake or J. Cole as, they would say, I see them as black.
I don't
Because
know if that's true. I don't think.
I
that's
think
I don't think
that
that.
is true. I think most people would acknowledge that Drake has, you know, a Jewish side or a
I
white
would call
side.
Drake
But
white.
I don't think Drake. Nah, I wouldn't. I'm not doing that. I would.
Drake is closer to Middle Eastern than he is to black. I'm telling you, most people see him as looking like a DJ Khaled or a French Montana.
But no,
Or
we're not talking
Nav.
about not talking about looks. We're talking about just culturally what they represent. Like, I don't think Drake runs from blackness. Like,
Okay, so
not
Pete.
he doesn't label it as biracialness. He labels it as blackness.
If you
He
play
even
J.
talks-
Cole with no idea what he looks like, just if you go off the sound of his voice, you go off the sound of Drake's voice, and you go off the sound of Logic's voice, I think from J. Cole you would gather black. From Drake you would gather
Yeah, J.
maybe
Cole,
like
I see is black. I see J. Cole is black for sure.
as if you heard Drake, like if the first like you don't know what he looked like and you just heard like fucking Tuscan leather, what would you think of his color? I wouldn't say black.
I would.
I
I
would.
wouldn't either.
I would.
I would say island, maybe like an islander, like I would say
No,
like
I mean,
Canadian or
there's-
some shit like
there's-
that. Like he's not
there's
from
those
America.
track- Well, I mean, yeah, because he's not from America. So I mean, you can factor that in. But even with that factored in, I'm speaking for me. So I mean, I guess I can't really tell y'all what to think. But I've always seen him that way, and I've actually like followed Drake from like way back. Like I was actually watching Degrassi as it was airing
You were too.
and shit. So like,
Not me. Don't group me in that shit. I didn't watch that shit at all, boy.
because but
I've been following Drake for a long time too, but he.
But
looks
yeah.
good.
he looks mixed, but you know when you can recognize when people look mixed. But there's the mixed people who you will call white, and there's the mixed people who you will call black, based on how they act and how they interact with people.
So what would you
Their
call
culture-
Logic?
Their culture is black.
I would
Their
call
culture-
Logic white.
Yes.
See,
I think their cultures are the same, bruh. Drake came up.
I don't.
This is not me arguing with you,
But no, I wanna. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but I wanna specify. I listened to Logic. Like I wasn't a fan of his, but I've listened to a lot of Logic's music. So I'm not coming from the perspective of just
tried.
hating on him,
I
but
tried.
I've listened to a lot of Logic's music. I've enjoyed some of it, but just I don't really like him
that's
as a
the
person.
first nigga that ever made
So-
me feel ashamed to be biracial. Ever.
Like I'm not even coming on like trying to be a hater. I'm just saying like I don't get that from him. I don't get a genuine feeling from him.
I don't care if anyone thinks I hate Logic or not. I don't know him, so there's no way for me to hate him. One. At the end of the day, who cares? Like, I'm not listening to your music. I'm not mad at him for making music. I'm happy that he's successful. I'm happy he's put a voice to maybe some people's experience. But what he did was in bad taste, and it was
That Doom shit was bad.
He can stop that.
It was in bad taste.
That
it was
shit
very
terrible.
bad.
Terrible.
It was very bad.
That's
And I don't know who told him
like,
that was a good idea.
Pete, like one of my biggest influences in lyricism is Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler the Creator. So God forbid, knock on wood, anything happens to one of them, and then I put out a fucking like Bastard type tape, or like I put out a fucking Earl type tape, where I take these fucking old pictures of old white people looking crazy from back in the fucking 40s or 50s, and then I change the cover, and then I change the name to something similar to Bastard or Goblin or something like that. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you trying to prove and to whom? You can admire somebody, and you don't have to ingratiate them with your own fucking version of their shit. Like,
or if I put an album out and put my fucking head in the clouds with my head turned sideways.
When Drake, did that shit, that 3-6 Mafia shit, when he said, what was it? Slow down, man. Push me to the edge, because they're really my motherfucking fault. That man, shit, people were like, why is he biting? Why is he biting? It's like, bro, he's paying homage, and there's a way to do it.
There is a way to do it. And I also hate when people do that with Drake, because it's like they're trying to use that as a fault against him when that's literally a part of hip hop. Literally. Like every rapper does that to an extent. Like it's not like I don't know. But that's just what it's like that's just like when you get non hip hop fans commenting on it trying to tear somebody down, but that's another topic. But anyways, get Logic.
When it comes to Logic though, as a biracial nigga, when I see first of all a biracial nigga with mental health issues,
fuck Logic.
I like to distinguish this thing, right? Because it is fuck Logic, but it's not. I don't want him to ever see this and take it personally. It's not about that.
I don't care how he take it.
I don't care either, but I want to be very clear in how I feel about his shit.
I feel you.
My nigga, every time you put something out, I don't need to know that you biracial. Every time you put something out, I don't need to know that you have mental health issues. There's a way to express yourself and get your fucking point across without seeming like you're doing it for attention. When you name a record about suicide, 1-800-SUICIDE, it creates a fucking double for somebody who's been fucking depressed. I don't want that. Don't sell me 1-800-SUICIDE. Don't do that.
And since you bring that up, I don't know if y'all remember what I was telling y'all before, but on that same song, when he goes, I don't want to be alive. Y'all know how it go. And then in the ad libs, he's like, who can relate? Who can relate? He said, I don't. But now I tell you, I've listened, but I'm speaking like I want to come from somewhere. Like I want to have a basis to what I'm saying. So I've listened to him. So and I've heard the song. I thought it was corny personally. I thought the way he performed it at a lot of these places was pretty corny. But whatever, get your message out there, do what you gotta do. But the ad lib that he says in that song, he's like, who can relate? Who can relate? And then in that fucking Juicy J song, talking about twisted off the juice, he like 1-800 then I killed a pussy, who can relate? It's like, nigga, you just saying shit. Like you just
defeated the point of that whole fucking song.
Yeah, it's like you didn't really put no stock into what you were saying. You just like, what are you doing?
As a lyricist, you take all the time in the world to write your fucking rhymes.
That's just so disrespectful to me.
Don't do that, bro. As somebody who really has suicidal thought, as somebody who really like had existential crises because I'm fucking biracial and I don't know my own identity and shit, don't do that. Don't put us on a fucking major global stage and make us all look fucking corny. Now I feel like if I get into a situation with another person who likes Logic's music, and I say, oh, I went through this and I went through this, they say, oh, like Logic. No, not like Logic.
Like Logic.
At all.
Like Logic.
Whatsoever.
Man.
It's weird. It's weird as fuck, especially as somebody who makes music. And that's why I
don't fuck that shit. That's why I don't fuck with that shit though, because like you're doing this intentionally. Like, and you're just not really paying respect to the craft that you are participating in. So I can't fuck with it.
Look, once again, bro, as people who as a writer, right? As somebody who likes to write out and express their emotions via writing, there's ways to do it without being like so. It's a weird way to try and connect.
Disingenuous.
Yeah, it's disingenuous as fuck. If you come out and say, "Oh, 1-800, who can relate? Who can relate?" Like, nigga.
No, 1-800. Then I kill the pussy. Who can relate?
The fuck are you talking about?
Rap Genius, that shit. I didn't say that. He said that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, my nigga, like, I cannot stand that shit.
Oh,
bro. Like, from the bottom of my soul, and then to see him disrespect Doom.
Mm-hmm. Which is just like the man just passed. Let him live, bro. But no, I want to go back just a little bit to when we was having that biracial discussion, and the reason why I see Drake and J. Cole as black and Logic as white is because Logic doesn't ingratiate himself in the culture. Like when Logic goes on an album run or a press run, he's on fucking Ellen. He's on all these white platforms to promote his shit. Because who is he talking to? He's talking to them over there. He's not talking to us. He's just
switching.
Yeah, it's like
code switching, and that shit is
like,
foul, bro.
But and I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you for doing Ellen. But when all you do is white press, then like, what the fuck you want me to think? I'm not.
Then you go on
I'm not paying attention to you.
Then you go on Sway in the morning and do 5 Fingers of Death.
But you
and I'm really biracial and like, nigga, what? That's in your freestyle?
Man, keep that shit, please.
Yeah.
How was that in your freestyle?
But I do want to say though is that because Jude, I know that's your experience being biracial, and so what I like interpret it as is just that this is someone who is kind of exploiting the privileges that they have right
yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's my fucking issue.
Yeah, they're weaponizing their identity.
Yeah, round of
Thank
applause.
you.
That's exactly what it is. Don't weaponize
if Drake wanted to, he could play the white game. He could play like, oh, you know, I'm clean cut. I can talk, I can speak well. I'm gonna just stay over here and market to my white people.
Chance he gets, he breaks out a new genre.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Drake could be a billionaire doing that shit, and just talking to Ellen and them.
It's a way to fucking do it, bro.
And that's the difference to me.
If Migos and Drake never linked up, you wouldn't have Migos doing what they doing right now. Period.
That's true.
Drake was the height of the rap game. Migos was underground. Lil Wayne.
Of course, yeah. Now we know what he did.
It's mind blowing to me that there's a nigga out here that is mixed, and then he weaponized. Like, I almost feel like he's an industry plant to some extent. For mixed people, he's the spokesman for biracial folks, and that shit is foul as hell, bro. I don't want him representing me in the media space. I don't.
And
I don't
and that's
look like him. I don't rap like him. Like, my life was probably different than folk. Like, there's no connection there.
For sure. And I'm gonna I can let you, speak on that aspect of it as being biracial, but that just kind of adds to it for me as to why I don't really respect it, because being biracial is a struggle. Like that is something that people, have to like go through and have turmoil with in their life on whatever level it may be. Not saying Logic didn't go through that, because I'm sure he did.
I'm positive he did.
And listening to some of the music that he's put out and the story he's told, he's gone through some fucked up shit. So I can understand that. But the way that you put it out and weaponize it, as you just said, I can't respect it, even though you may be biracial and you may have gone through these things. The way you're going about it, you're completely neglecting. Like, yeah, you say you're biracial, but are you? Like, you're not. You're only acknowledging one side, really, and then
gross.
you're only black to say I'm black.
It's gross. It's using blackness to your advantage, and that's the fucking problem. Don't do that.
Right.
You are black. Whether or not you like that shit, whether or not, you battle with that shit in your head,
Facts.
as long as you don't look fair. And that's another thing with Logic in specific, and specifically with him. He don't necessarily look the blackest.
He looks white.
He doesn't look black at all. That's my issue with the whole thing.
So don't fucking do this biracial shit when you probably don't have the same fucking struggle that I had being a darker toned black person? I got called Mexican my whole fucking life. I'm sure you didn't get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I had to stand on the fact that my daddy is black. You feel me? Like, I tell niggas that's quick. Like, my dad is black and my mom is white. And it's always black before white. I don't know.
I have a question.
No, his dad is black, his mom is white.
Does he know his dad?
Okay.
No.
You know that? He don't?
No.
That makes it fucking worse. That makes it worse.
He has a lot going on.
Because now,
Let's move on from logic. So what's the next
please, what can we segue into?
Right. Yeah.
How can we segue into?
How can we segue? Because I'm getting
Get rid
hot.
of it.
I'm getting hot over here. I need some fucking water.
Oh man, he getting.
Ugh.
Nah, we can. I mean, fucking segue, but yeah, we gonna get Logic out of here. Fuck Logic. I really don't care how you feel about it.
I'm gonna
to
be
be
the
honest
first
with
nigga
you.
to tell you, don't stream that shit. Fuck that shit.
But anyways, you know the Lakers. They've really been doing some things. Real quick, just quick question because we won't go too deep into sports here. But Super Bowl, who y'all got?
Bills.
I don't even know who's playing.
Bills. Listen, Tom Brady win is cool, but I want the Bills to win for my Buffalo fam. You know what I mean? Shout out West Side. Shout out Benny the Butch. Shout out my boy Conway, man.
Okay, yeah,
Buffalo,
maybe next year. But out of the Bucks versus the Chiefs, who you got?
Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck, I'm sorry, my bad. You're right. Next year, the Bills will win.
This nigga on a whole different timeline.
Yeah, I'm in the alternate universe right now. My fault.
Anyways, I got the Chiefs. Why are you thinking? It's the
going with my
Chiefs.
homeboy.
Exactly, it's the Chiefs.
That's easy. Another biracial nigga.
They've won a Super Bowl before, right?
Yeah, they won last year.
They won last year.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Good for them.
Shout out to Mahomes, man.
That was Zara's way of picking the Chiefs.
That nigga, hey, Mahomes is another one of the mixed niggas that I got my eye on. I'm watching you, nigga. Don't.
No, for sure, We're not gonna talk about it, but for sure.
I saw that shit.
Yeah, he's under investigation. Don't even worry about it.
Under the microscope.
He can throw that football though. I'll tell you that.
That boy can run and throw that football.
Oh man. All right, we don't gotta. I'm gonna save this topic for next week, but I'm gonna give it just a little bit more sauce. Just a quick question since we spoke a little bit on dating, but I just want to pose this scenario to you real quick. We don't gotta spend too much time on it, but let's say you're dating. I guess I would be talking to Jew here, because this wouldn't really apply to like from a female perspective. But you could speak on it. I want to hear what you have to say if you were on the receiving end. So let's say that you're talking to a girl on Tinder, y'all meet up, y'all been talking for a little while, y'all going on a date, and let's say y'all are going to like, I don't know, the fucking car show or something like that, right? So you slide through her house, you pick her up, she has her son with her, right? Cool, she has her son with her. We going to the car show. The little ones like the cars.
That ain't cool.
That's cool.
No.
That's cool. No. But let's pretend it is cool. Let's pretend it's cool.
It's not cool already. But
Let's pretend it's cool.
I'm gonna play along.
Oh no! I fucked it up. Okay, go ahead. I fucked it up. No, so you pick her up, right?
Let me go. Okay.
And she gets in the car. Mm-hmm. So the son is not with you. The son is at home still. She gets in the car. She says, "Hey, do you mind if we swing through McDonald's real quick to get my son some food, and I can just drop it back off to him before we go?" You say, "Hey, cool. Nothing to slide through the drive-through real quick. It's McDonald's. We just slide through the drive-through." So you go to the drive-through. She order what she order, and then you get to the window, and she looking at you like you about to pay. Where do you pay for the food for her kid, or
yes,
you like, nah, you get where your card at? What's up? First date. Y'all have been talking, but this is the first date.
Okay, so here's what you gonna do. I'm gonna wipe the nose, bro. It was a snotty nose. I'm gonna wipe it. You feel me? I'm gonna pay for it. Cause at the 9 times out of 10, I want them draws, bro. And 10 times out of 10, that's gonna get me them draws, bro. So that's me keeping a buck. If I'm dating you, you feel me? Like if it's
First
the
date.
first date, yes, I'll do it. If I fuck with you, if you just cheeks
that's
though,
key.
if you just cheeks, I'm gonna look at you crazy. But I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna have an attitude about it. I'll do it because
So
bro,
this nigga has the same answer either way.
I'm paying for it because I ain't no bitch ass nigga. Cause that's the whole thing. Like, I got the money. So yes, I'll buy the fucking Happy Meal. But when we get to our dinner and our date, I'm gonna kind of like, I don't want to bring it up, but I'm gonna say like, let me think, cause like I would say like some shit like, damn, the price of the Happy Meal that went up on the bitch. So
damn,
like,
Happy Meal's $10 now, huh?
Like, yeah, that's crazy. So I could be like, damn, you didn't want to pay for that motherfucker, and then she'd be like, you was supposed to do it because you the nigga. That's what I want. I want to have that real conversation. Why did you expect me to pay for it? So then that way I can see at least where your head is at.
And you know what? That's like what it is for me. That's what it is for me. Cause like, I'll probably pay for it just cause I'm a nigga. I'll just pay for shit. Yeah. That'll do that.
I was raised like that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look at you like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? First off, who is at home with your son? Like, what? Who you just gonna drop? You just gonna drop some McDonald's off and then be out? Like, what? What's really going on over there? But then you just come in here like, how many other niggas you done came through the drive-through with talking about something? Oh, I need some food for my son. You ain't got no food at the house?
I'm gonna keep it.
What are you doing?
1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. What is he ordering? And how old is that nigga? If that nigga is fucking 12, 13, getting a large fucking buttermilk crispy chicken meal, you paying for that.
Well, nah,
ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, nah, you ain't about to.
If you want me
for
to,
sure.
You can drive this motherfucker. Because that's crazy, bro.
I ain't paying no whole arm and a leg for no shit.
If they a little kid, 5, 6,
for
4,
sure.
3, yeah, for sure. Because I don't want nobody baby to go hungry.
Nah, I don't give a damn how old a kid is. Why are you dependent on this McDonald's for your kid to eat? You ain't got shit at the house. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no crackers, no snacks, no nothing.
Instant noodles.
Like, fam, what are you?
No,
you just leaving this baby at home in an empty house?
That nigga can make some toast, some mac and cheese.
Something. God damn. You feel me? Something. Put something in that shit.
That's me though. That's me. You feel me? I'm gonna pay. Like I said, I'm gonna pay for it. But it's gonna be in the back of my head. Like, this bitch, I don't know what she on. Like, I would have to pay attention to what the fuck it is that she do with her money and her time and all of that type of shit. Because like, that to me, once again, is a red flag. I gotta throw the penalty flag out there. Because
that's a whole red American flag right there.
See, because okay, so here's my thing, right? So I've been in dating in general right now, as a nigga that's 25. I got my own little spot now. You feel me?
Own spot, single, biracial.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
In these streets.
You know I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I'm self-employed out this bitch. Big entrepreneur vibe. But anyway, a nigga like me, right? I'm not gonna not do my part as the man in the situation. So what that means is I will, like you said, I was raised a certain way. I'm gonna pay for shit. I'm gonna be chivalrous, XYZ. But when it comes to, in my mind, what I think of you as a person, that could totally, that could flip. So like,
no, it flipped.
Yeah, so if you act like every time we kick it, not only am I food bait for you, so we only getting food. Now I gotta get food for this little nigga too. Like, nah, bro, we not finna keep doing this. Especially if I'm not getting draws. If I'm getting draws, hey, that nigga want what he want. Because I fuck with you, I trust you, all of that shit. It's a pandemic out here. Like, I got you, but at the same time, don't be taking advantage. You feel me? Because I feel like a lot of times, when the lines of communication are fuzzy between a man and a woman that's dating, a lot of times, a lot of shit can go sideways. you end up. That's why I asked the question earlier: how much are you compromising in dating? Just dating, not exclusively, just dating. Because shit like that, right? I said I would compromise for that because I was raised that way. That's different. You feel me? In that
Mm-hmm.
scenario, that's different. But if it were to be like on some other shit, like I need my electric bill paid, bitch, you better get a second job.
Not you better
Because
get a
I wish you would come
I'm
on here
not
and talk
that.
about some
I'm not.
electric bill
I don't
paid.
live there. I don't know the tenant. I don't know none of the landowner. None of that shit. So don't expect for me to take care of some shit that you as a person should be responsible for on a day-to-day basis. That's crazy as fuck. I'm not a trick no more. I don't do that.
no more.
No more.
Yeah, I used to, yeah, back in the day. Allegedly.
Yeah, a long time ago. Long time ago.
No, not that long ago, but allegedly.
Shit.
But allegedly. I was trick
Oh
daddy
my god.
dollar.
She would never
Allegedly.
hear from me again. I'll pay for the food. We'll
Yeah,
go out
that's
and do what we
that's it.
do. But
That's it.
listen,
That's it.
I'm
We gonna
I'm
go on a
deleting that
date. I'm gonna
number
get them draws, and that's it.
because you whatever it is you got going in your life is it's out of order. You got to figure that shit out.
Your priorities all the
And
way fucked up.
and I'm not here to figure that shit out for you. So
That's what I don't like
that's
that
that on
to
that.
begin with. That's part of that thing. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that question though. That's a good question.
Yeah, cause I forget where I saw people talking about that, but I was just like, huh? That whole shit just sounded off. Like what?
I'm not paying for
Huh?
that shit, bro.
'Cause
I'll pay for it
I just have
for the
so many
draws,
questions.
for the
Yeah, like
love
I
of the
mean,
booty. I do.
I get that. Like I would just have so many questions in that moment in my head. Like why did you think this was okay? Why are we going to McDonald's? Like we don't.
On our way to our
You want to
date,
go
like
to
did she
the?
bring it up?
You want to
Like
go
wait,
to?
wait, wait. Did she spring it up on me? Like we going on a
Yeah,
date?
like I told you, you scooped her up. As soon as she get in the car, she like, hey, if you don't mind,
Can we?
can we swing back the McDonald's real quick to
Oh
get my
yeah, I'm
baby
gonna have a
some
funky
food?
face. I'm gonna have a funky
Yeah,
attitude, bro.
yeah. I was
No,
like, okay,
that's
well,
gonna
you know,
fuck up that's gonna fuck up the date.
yeah, like okay, well, the way you presenting it, I assume you just wanted to run in there and get something real quick. And then we at the register, you looking at me, I'm like, wait, huh? How?
So
I get thrown in
I
this.
I feel like I know the answer to this already, but Zara, if a dude like I'm trying to think about how to frame this. If a nigga, let's say you go over to a nigga's house, right? And y'all about to go on a date. And he has his son or whatever, his daughter, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I'm gonna be right back, I'm gonna go get some food for my child.
Okay.
Are you going with them or are you staying at the crib?
First, I would like to make clear I don't usually date men who have children, especially not small children.
That's a lot.
So yeah, that would probably not happen. But
It's a
if
lot.
you said this is our first date.
Sure. Sure. Let's say it is. So y'all been talking for like a week and then y'all decided to kick it and this is the first like person to person interaction y'all have.
I would probably go with them just because I wouldn't want to be in his house by myself. I don't know him that well,
Mm-hmm.
but he would probably never see me again.
Sad story.
Yeah.
Similar story.
Yeah.
Similar story.
So like let's say he give you all the favors. You can stay at the crib with my son and watch him while I go get food, or we can all just go to get the food.
No.
We all going?
Hey, watch my son real quick, but like,
Cause that's crazy, right?
that nigga on the
That's
block, he ain't getting no food.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back.
Let me tell y'all something that happened to me once though. I met this dude. It wasn't on Tinder. I think we met on Twitter or something. And we started talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was just like, we should go to Whitewaters, which is a place in Atlanta. It's like a water park or whatever. And so I was like, cool. Bro, this nigga pulled up and had his son in the back seat, my nigga. I did not know he had a son. I did not know he was bringing.
Oh, that's crazy.
So wait, he just added you to the.
He was like, "Oh shit, I didn't tell you I had a." Oh yeah,
That
this
sounds
junior.
crazy because it sounds like he told his son, "I'm gonna take you to Whitewater. Like I'm gonna
Yup.
take you there." And then out of nowhere, he was like, "I'm gonna invite a female," and then hit you up like, Yeah, she ain't got to know all that.
Or his baby mom's probably just was like, I got something to do. You need to take him real quick. And he was like, fuck, man. So he was like, look.
That's a reschedule, bro.
Little homie gonna have to slide. That's what it is.
I don't think that's what happened. I don't think.
What you think happened?
He had all the swimming, the water park shit. Nah, that.
Oh, you tell a little boy you going to the water park, he gonna put on a whole ensemble.
So let me ask you, in that situation, do you play stepmom or no because you're dating?
We weren't dating. This was my first time meeting him, but
right.
I was nice to the little boy. Like, I wasn't gonna be mean to him and mistreat him. We were nice. We was kicking it because his son was smart, so we were like talking. He was young. He was super young though, but like. It was cool, but I felt bamboozled, bro. And this is when I was like 19, so I was not even like kids were not even. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's young to be doing that. That's young to be doing that.
That's damn near disrespectful.
That's high key disrespectful.
It's high, yeah. Like
I'm not playing step parent to nobody, kid. Like like she said, I'll be nice to the kid. You know, I'm not gonna be mean to him, but like. I'm not your father. I'm not your mother. Like what? Like that's not the role. I don't even know if I like you like that. To be
just to throw this in there real quick. I used to be real good with kids. Now kids make me feel fucking awkward. Like I used to love kids, bro. Like growing up, I was like a mature kid. So like I would get along with the kids and their parents. I'll be able to talk to their parents and be able to talk to the kids. Now, I don't even want to be around the kids.
What's up, like, Fenty?
I look at the kids as being like...
Fenty and Drippy, what's good?
Like, I remember being in a space because I'm not that far removed. So, like, in my head, I'd be like... I don't know. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what do this kid want? So, I don't know. I get real weird around kids now. I used to love kids, being around kids and all of that shit. And I still do, like, kids are cool and shit, but I don't have that same patience. When I was young, I could kind of understand it. Yeah. But now, it's like, bruh, like, I look at it from the parents' perspective now. I think that's what it is, right? So it's like, I gotta put up with this shit. It's not really like, I gotta take care of them.
No, I respect that.
I gotta be friends with them. It's more like, I gotta put up with this shit. Because I got people, like family friends and shit like that got kids. And they are fucking terrible kids, bro. They tear up shit. They ruin, like, you know what I mean? They bounce around the fucking house when you tell them to sit down and relax. And from my perspective, it's like, bro, my child would never, you hear me? Would never. If I tell you to sit the fuck down somewhere, you're going to sit the fuck down. And I'm not saying it again.
For so long.
Because if I have to say it again, it's going to be an issue. Like, that's how I was raised. So for me to see other people raising their kids and this like new generation of like, oh, you have to talk to your children. You can't put your hands on them. And, you know, like, you have to really get on their level and like communicate.
Put on the MJ voice.
You can't hit them and like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I am the parent. Yeah. I make that decision for my child, period. If they don't fucking understand these words that I'm saying to them, they will get it. I promise you.
Yeah. And speaking of someone, and speaking of someone who just had a kid, so obviously he's real young. He's not even one yet, but just in looking into the future and seeing what that looks like, it's like one, yes, you definitely need a lot of patience, especially in the early stages because they don't know nothing yet
at all.
They know absolutely nothing about anything. They only know instinctually, I gotta eat and I gotta sleep. That's all they know.
Shit and piss.
And so so you have to be there for them and teach them and train them on how to navigate and do certain things. And you know, it really it tests you. It tests every part of your being. But if that's something that if you're not ready for it, it's nothing to play with. Like if you're dating someone who has a a kid, however old they may be, it's nothing to play with because that's a young human and they're impressionable. They're here to soak in whatever it is that you give them. So if you're not ready for that, that's nothing to play with.
I don't want to drag us on too long.
It's a whole nother life.
But I do want to ask this, Zara, why is it that you don't date people with kids, with small children?
Because I'm not interested in being a mother or a mother figure or any of that right now. So I don't want to be put in a position where I have to be that for someone because that's unfair. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's unfair to me. It's unfair to the child. I can't show up at 100% because I'm feeling aggy. Like I don't even want to be here. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
So
And I
like,
respect that. I respect that.
so
I
from
really
my
do.
perspective, if
Mhm.
you were a single mother, just hypothetically,
Mhm.
what
Mhm.
qualities would you look for in a dude just to be cool with? Because I have no problem with dating a female that has a small child or a child in general. Like I don't have an issue with that because I feel like as a mom, it's different. As a dad, it's
Right.
different. So
Hmm.
like I think I look at it so different. That's why I kind of wanted to see how you feel about it because a nigga having a small children or a small child versus a female having a small child,
It's two totally different
it's
things.
different. Yeah, so I
Mhm.
wanted to see where it like why it is that you choose not to be around that
And
shit,
then too,
and that's respectful because as a mom you have a lot more responsibility. It's
right,
different.
Yeah,
right. And then too,
absolutely.
I was gonna say that I think for me, it's almost similar to like when because I dated a dude who had a child and I just felt like he was neglecting his child. Like I didn't think, and not even that he was, but he just wasn't hands on, and so I became very critical of him as a person because I feel like if you're not a decent parent, you can't be a good partner, which is not true because there's some people who are great partners who are horrible parents and vice versa. But I didn't understand that then. But then too, I was just like, you should be like doing stuff with your daughter. Like you should be doing more. And I don't want to be in a position where I'm judging somebody because I don't have kids, so I'm not really in a position to make judgments. You know, I don't know what
Hmm.
that's like. I don't know what the stresses are. But for me, it would just be like I want a certain amount of attention, and I don't feel comfortable robbing your child of that attention. Like I don't feel comfortable being like you should hang out with me when I know because I got good sense that you need to be actually, you know,
Involved.
being with your
Yeah,
child, you know, spending quality time with your children.
yeah. It's very time consuming. Very time consuming. So
What's been the hardest
I
part with
respect that.
the
Shit.
patience?
The patience is a big one.
Because I don't see you to be
I think
like super high strung like that. You real
no,
relaxed and
I'm
like
not,
low
and
key.
that's yeah. That part is I'm a relatively patient person, so like I can get that aspect. It's more so for me. It's been just the constant like 24/7 caring of another being. You know,
Being,
realizing that you're responsible for molding this person's future and how they grow up,
I'm
all the
excited for
different
that.
things that you need to attend to. Like it's just a lot that goes into life that you don't really think about
Yeah.
until you see it from the beginning, and it's eye opening, and it's just like, man.
So what have you had
But
to
it's
sacrifice in terms of your character for the child?
um well, speaking not even just from a parental perspective, but just a relationship perspective along with that, like I've had to sacrifice just a lot of the shit that I just want to do. Like
Mm.
you have to kind of take a step back and just just be there, you know, just be present, be interactive, and you're not gonna be able to do everything that you did
That
when
you
you didn't
want to
have a
do.
kid.
So that's what
Yeah,
it is. Okay.
and you have to
Okay.
be okay with that, and that's not a bad thing because again, this is it's early stages is very important. So
Right.
that's just the most crucial part of their life, and you just have to be willing to just step outside yourself and realize that their growth and development in their life is more important than really pretty much anything else that's going on at the moment. So yeah, you may fall out with some people. You may, you know, a hobby that you had, you may not get to it as much as you would like to. You may feel like you're in a, you know, kind of a routine or a mundane type of thing. But this is gonna sound corny as fuck, but like when you're just like when you're sitting there in the present in the moment, and then you see your son just like get up, smile at you and stuff like that, it's like man, fuck it, I don't, whatever, I'm gonna chill right here, bro.
I'm gonna
Like,
chill right here, bro.
it's
Little nigga, hey man. I can't wait.
What you wanna do, man?
I can't wait, bro. Like that's some shit that I really want to do. Like is be a parent and like that's part of it, right? I'm
Yeah.
so enthralled with life. So like for me, I can only remember so much of my life, and I've been so blessed to have a family that supports me so much. And I know like I'm gonna be there so much for my kids that I'm excited for that. Like I want that type of shit. Like I crave that type of energy. Like where it's just me and my little man's chilling out, or me and my little
Yeah.
my princess chilling out. But it's just like I really look forward to that. But at the same time, I'm always questioning parents in terms of like what is it that you had to sacrifice? What is it that you like and don't like about being a parent? You ain't gotta lie to
Yeah.
me because I'm not your child. Like you can be honest with me and tell me like nigga that motherfucker he goes to the bathroom every 20 fucking minutes. I gotta
No, that's
change
real.
and
But see,
whatever.
it's so crazy because a lot of the things you like are in the same breath. Some of the things you don't like.
Right.
Like my son is very high energy, very upbeat, very joyful, but because he's that, this nigga is running all over the place. This nigga is climbing the stairs. He trying to do this. He getting into cabinets and shit where he don't need to be getting. Throwing shit all over, taking my shit, throwing my shit across the room. And it's just like, fam, relax for 2 seconds. I can't keep up with your ass. Like, but at the same time, it's like if he wasn't doing that, I would feel like I would feel hurt. I would feel like
What's wrong?
he's not him. Yeah, I would feel like that's just not his essence. And like this past couple of weeks, like he's been getting sick and stuff like that, you know. And it's just so noticeable that when you see like when he's not feeling well or when he's not himself, and it just hurts you because like that's not who you are. That's not you.
You know what that tells me? That makes me feel like when my mom or my dad, when they kind of give you that look, they just look at you and they're like, and then they ask you some shit like, "What's wrong?" And then you like nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, something is wrong. That's great. That's really cool.
That is crazy.
That's cool as fuck to hear from somebody with a newborn.
It is. That's
like you
fire.
feel it already. Like you like, nah, something ain't right. Like I
Yeah.
know my child's energy is this, and he's this. I love that, bro.
That's
that shit is.
cool.
First of all,
really
that's
cool.
beautiful. I love that shit, bro. That's why I'm so excited to be a dad. Like when I found out my ex was pregnant and shit, I panicked and shit because I wasn't ready. I felt like I didn't have my shit together. I didn't have my.
You're never
savings
ready.
Right. That's part of the thing is that you're never really ready. So I feel like damn, like I'm not financially ready. I'm gonna have to make all of these sacrifices for the shit that I want to do. But at the end of the day, I feel like now looking back, I'd have been fine. Cause I love, once again, that's the shit that I love at my core. Like I fiend for that shit. That's why I said like I used to love kids and be comfortable around kids. But now that I don't really know how to fucking interact with these kids, I'm looking at it like nigga, like, I'm looking at bad kids like that.
For
like,
sure.
Nigga, you crazy. But I know my child, bruh, like it's a bundle of joy.
Yeah, no, if you care, you'll make a way. But I will say this, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then we can go ahead and wrap this up. But last thing I'm gonna say is that, you know, one, I think you'll be a good father, just because I see that from you. But secondly, for really anybody who wants to have kids or, you know, sees that in their future, parenting is difficult as fuck. So be very careful who you lay with, and be very careful who you give that privilege to. So, cause it's already difficult as it is. I'm married. We live together. We live in the same house, and it's already hard. It's hard as fuck just coming together to raise this person. And so if you put yourself in a situation where, you know, you and the father, you and the mother ain't on the best terms, y'all constantly arguing, battling, one, it's going to put extra stress on you, and that type of stress is not a stress you want. Two, it's going to suffer with how you raise the child. So just be very, very careful and don't take it lightly. And that's all I got to say, man.
Appreciate that though, bro. Real shit. That's a word, bro. You just spoke a word, as they say in the streets.
Did I?
Yeah, you gave us a word, bro. That's a great way to end this fucking podcast, bro.
For sure, man. But this was a good episode, man. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this, man.
It's
Shout out
Florida,
to y'all.
bro.
It's the
Florida,
you know
bro.
what? That's what it is. It's the sunshine.
The Florida man.
It's the sunshine.
You legit. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. But hey, listen.
Drunk, man.
Hey, it's a vibe.
Wrap
I'm
this shit up.
I'm gonna keep sipping on my wine, but hey, we off this shit. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks, shout out to everybody in the YouTube live chat. Shout out Judah Jit out there.
Yes.
Oh man, don't forget we are on Apple. We are on Spotify. We are on Google Podcasts. The links are in the description of this video. Subscribe on all of that shit, whatever you prefer to listen on. Give us a listen. The audio goes live the day after, so every Tuesday the audio will be live on those platforms. Like, subscribe, listen, man, and let's just keep building this shit, man.
Swipe up, bro.
Swipe up
on Tinder in the Davenport, Orlando
like the
area,
video.
Swipe right.
Swipe right when you see Jew.
I told you how I'm giving it up. Your son want a Happy Meal? It's nothing. It's nothing.
Oh my God. Anyways,
You see these watches? You know what time it is.
we gonna let Jew get on his Tinder swag, but we out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next week, Monday, 7:30 Central Time. Peace.
Peace.